Hello. 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 So welcome to our channel E2 Lytics Private Limited. So in this uh, live session, we are going to discuss how to write Python program. So for today's discussion, uh, we are going to discuss how to write Python program. What are the different ways of writing Python program? For this discussion, we must know two things. One is how to display data on the screen. So for that purpose, we have to use print function. And one more function we have to use that is called as a input function. So this function we are going to use to take input from the keyboard or to take input from the users. So these are the two functions required for today's discussion. So one is a print function to display data on the screen, and another function is input function to take data from the keyboard or to take input from the user. These two functions we are going to use in this today's session. Those who are new to this channel, they please note these things. This is our website. Our website is www.a2lytics.com. So we have a channel, YouTube channel, that is A2 Lytics. Also we have one Telegram group, A2 Lytics Private Limited group. Those who are interested in learning Python programming, they can join Telegram group. Also they can join our YouTube channel and they can subscribe for notification of such live sessions. So let's move to some examples. So in today's session, we are going to discuss four examples. So the first example, first problem statement that we are going to discuss is how to display hello world message on the screen. So the first problem statement, first program we are going to discuss is how to display hello world on screen by using Python instructions. Second example we are going to discuss, that is a problem statement number 2, is how to display multiple messages on screen. So we want to display hello world. Also one more message we want to display, that is hi. So how to display it, that second example we are going to discuss. Then third example we are going to discuss is how to get information from user, how to get information from the user, and after getting that information, how to display it on the screen. So this is the third example we are going to discuss. After that, we are going to discuss fourth example, problem statement number 4, that is how to get two numbers from the user. After getting those two numbers, perform addition of those two numbers and display the result of addition on the screen. So these are the things which we are going to discuss in today's session. Now let's see how to write Python program. This is our today's session. So what are the different ways of writing Python programs? That is what we are going to discuss in today's session. Python instructions can be executed by using two ways. So the first approach is by using command prompt, which is called as a Python interactive cell. So it is called as a Python interactive cell. So on Python interactive cell, you can write Python instructions and execute those instructions. So here when you execute first instruction, you'll get the output. Again, when you execute second instruction, you'll get the output. So this is the interactive. Second approach is by writing them in program. So what you can do is, whatever instructions, set of instruction you want to execute, you write those instruction in a file, save that file, and after that execute it. So once you execute, those instructions get executed one by one sequentially. So here there is no scope for interaction. You can interact to program by using only input function. And the third one is a visual execution of Python program by using Python tutor. So here you can execute the Python instructions and you can see what is happening inside the program. That's why it is called as a visual execution of Python program through interactive cell. So here in about two cases, in executing Python instruction through interactive cell, executing Python instruction through program, here you can see the result. You can see the result only, but what is happening inside the program, you cannot visualize it. Okay, so which data is stored in the variable, how the instructions are executed, currently which instruction is executing, which is the next instruction. So you cannot visualize it by using above two methods. But in case of visual execution, you can see what is stored in variables, which instructions are executed, which is the current instruction, which is the next instruction. So these things you can visualize. So this is very important method for executing the Python instructions. Those who are new to programming language, those who face difficulty in understanding the execution of the program, this is one of the best method to visualize the program, to learn the program. So three methods we are going to discuss. So for 4 problem statement, for 4 examples, we are going to use these 3 approaches. So this is the first approach, this is the second approach, and this one is a third approach. So we'll write program on interactive cell. We'll write instructions one by one on interactive cell. At the same time, we'll see the output also. In second approach, we'll write in one program, save it and execute it. And in third one, it is similar to the second approach. but difference is you can visualize what is happening inside the program, right? So these are the three approaches we are going to use in our today's session. Now let's see what is Python interactive cell. So Python interactive cell look like this. So this is a Python interactive cell. You can see over here the symbol which is used for indicating a Python interactive cell is this one, Python interactive cell. So this is a Python interactive cell on which you can, so it is just like a command prompt. So you can just like you are executing command, you can execute instructions and you can see the result. Now how to install Python, so these things will be discussed in another video. So with the assumption that I already know how to install Python, I'll start my discussion. So the next is we'll see how to execute 4 programs by using these 3 methods. Okay, so we'll start with first problem statement. So the first problem statement is display hello world message on the screen. Our problem statement is to display hello world message on the screen. This is our problem statement. So how this can be done by using first option, that is by using interactive cell, how this problem can be solved. For this problem statement, how program can be written. So what you have to do is you have to open Python interactive cell, then you'll get this type of command. On that command prompt you have to write this instruction. You have to write this instruction, print, and in parenthesis within a double quote you have to write the word hello world. These 2 words you have to write, and after that you have to press enter. You have to press enter. Okay, so the moment you press enter, this particular instruction get executed and you will see the result of that execution. On the next line you will see the result of the execution. Okay, hello world, right? So the syntax is very simple for the print instruction. The word print, in parenthesis, within a parenthesis, within a double quote you have to write strings which you want to display. Whatever you want to display you have to write within a double quote. So this is a syntax of print function in Python. Okay, so those who know C programming language, the function is like this: print f, then within double quote you have to write the string, then semicolon. This is the syntax for C. This is a C language. You can write this is C language syntax, right? But here in case of Python, this is Python language. For Python the syntax is very simple. Okay, name of the function is print, within a double quote inside the parenthesis you have to write. There is no necessity to write a semicolon. Okay, so this is the syntax you have to follow. So this is how you can write print instruction to display hello world. So let's see how you can do with the interactive cell. One example. This is an interactive cell, Python interactive cell. So what you have to do is you just check in the start menu whether it is IDLE. So you have to use Python IDLE. So for executing Python you have to first of all you have to install Python latest version of the Python, latest version of Python 3, and after that you have to install IDLE, integrated development and learning environment, IDLE 3 you have to install. So these two things you have to install. So if you are installing on Windows, download Python 3 for Windows, download IDLE 3 for Windows, and install these two softwares, and you can start the program. So once you have installed it, go to start menu, then type IDLE, and then you will get this type of interface. This type of IDLE you will get. So here you can see this is a interactive cell. So where this is interactive cell. So here you can type Python instructions. Here you can type Python instructions. Also, if you want to use file options, so here you can click on file, new file. So you'll get this type of new file. Here you can type the program, save it, and execute it. So second option we'll discuss. Let's see the first option. So here you can write the instructions. So we'll execute print instruction, print within parenthesis double quote hello world, double quote complete, parenthesis complete. So this is your instruction. This is your instruction. To execute it, just press enter. The instruction get executed, and immediately its result is displayed on the next line. So print instruction is executed, its output is shown on the next line, and that is the string hello world is displayed. So this is first approach for writing, for displaying hello world on the screen. Now next, second approach. Second approach is for displaying hello world on the screen. What is the second approach? Second approach is through program. Second approach is through program. So what you have to do is, once you have opened the IDLE, click on the file menu, and then on file menu you have to click on the new window. After clicking on new window, you will get new editor, and in that editor write Python instructions. Write Python instruction. So whatever instruction you want to write in that file. After that, save that file with .py extension. Okay, so you can give any name to your file, but the extension should be .py. After that, suppose in this case we want to create a file with the hello world name. Name of the file is hello world. So name of the file is hello world.py. So this is the extension. So any name you can give over here, but the extension should be .py, right? So once you save file, to execute that file, press F5 function key. Press F5 function key. The moment you press F5, whatever instructions you have written in that file, those instructions get executed one by one, and result will be displayed on the screen. So in this case, for example, in hello world, only one instruction we are going to write, that is print hello world. So in that case, suppose this is a hello world program. This is a hello world program which contains only one instruction. Okay, so when you execute hello world.py program by pressing F5, so you will get output hello world. So this output you will get on the screen. Okay, this output you are going to get on the screen. Now let's see how to use second approach for this problem statement. See here. So this is a second approach. So what you have to do is you have to open IDLE, then click on file, click on new file. So here you have to write the instructions. Print. Here whatever message you want to display, you have to write here. Hello world. Okay. After that, save that file. Okay. So here you can give name. Already I have saved that file with hello world. I'll give hello world 2. So name of the file. So this particular IDLE by default give .py extensions. I'll write only file name. Written a file name. So you have opened IDLE, opened new file. In that you have written Python instruction, saved that file with the .py extension. Name of the file is hello world 2.py. Now you have to execute the file. To execute the file, you have to press function F5. So here function get executed. So if you see, this is the output. So what it says, hello world 2.py program is executed and its output is hello world. So this is a second approach. So the first approach was write instruction on interactive cell, press enter, it get executed, you will get the result. Second approach is write instructions in a file, save that file, press F5, instructions in the file get executed and you will get the result. I hope it is clear. So the first approach, second approach we have discussed. Now let's see the third approach. So this is a third approach. How to execute Python instructions by using Python tutor. How to execute Python instructions by using Python tutor. For that purpose, we have to use this website, pythontutor.com. You have to use this website, pythontutor.com. And on this website, so I'll type, open one new window, and here I'll write pythontutor.com. You have to enter over here. So you'll see this type of website. So it gives options for visual execution of Python program, JavaScript, C, C++, Java. So click on Python. It provides editor. Also you can select compiler. So Python 2.7 compiler, Python 3.6 compiler, then C compiler, C++ compiler, Java compilers, JavaScript compiler. So here we will select latest Python compiler, that is Python 3.6. So here you can write instruction. So whatever instruction we have written in the hello world 2 program, same instruction we are going to write here. Print hello world. So here we have written only one instruction. You can write whatever instructions you want to write. After writing instruction, click on this button. So this is important. Click on visualize execution. Click on visualize execution. Click on visualize execution. So it provides 3 windows here. One is the program. This part is a program. This is a program. Second is a output window. This one is output window, and here is a variable. So it shows variables here. So this is second window. Here is a variable window. In order to execute instruction, you have to click on the next button. So here is a next button. So here the pointer is pointing, red line. The pointer is pointing to the current instruction. Which is the current instruction? Print hello world is a instructions. Now click on next button, that instruction get executed. And what is the output of this instruction? Shown over here. This is output window. This is output window. So here you can see the output. Now as this is a very simple example, you will not understand the importance of this visual execution, but if we will see some other example where you will know why we should execute program by using visualization. So this is a third approach for executing Python instructions. So the first one is through interactive cell, second is through program, and third is by using Python tutor. Now we'll move to the problem statement number 2. This is second problem statement. The problem statement is to display two messages. We want to display two messages over here. So the first message we want to display is hello world, and another message we want to display is hi. So two messages we want to display. Now for this problem statement also we are going to use three approaches. So the first approach for this problem statement number 2 on interactive cell. So executing instructions on interactive cell. So as I said, this is the symbol for interactive cell. This is a symbol for interactive cell. On interactive cell, write first instruction print to print hello world message, and press enter. It will display the message. After that, type second instruction on the interactive cell, to display hi message, and press enter. So after pressing enter, that instruction get executed and you will see the output. So this is how you can interact with the Python cell. So type first instruction, press enter, you will get the output. Type second instruction, press enter, you will get the output. So this is how you can interact with the interactive cell. You can give instruction one by one, you can get the output. So this is a first approach. So one by one you have to execute the instruction on the interactive cell. So same you can see here on the interactive cell. In the previous example, print hello world is executed. Now we are going to execute two print instructions. So print hello world, got the output. After executing first instruction, got the output. Next, print hi, execute instruction, got the output. So this is how you can execute multiple instructions through interactive cell. So one by one you have to execute those instructions. So this is the first approach. Now second approach is through program. Again same method. Second approach is through program. So open IDLE editor, then click on file menu, click on new window menu, then in the file write instructions. So in this case we are going to write two instructions, print hello world and print hi. two instructions we are going to write, print hello world and print hi. After that, save the file with the .py extension. So this time, let's say we want to give the name hello hi .py. This is the name of the file. After that, press F5. Program get executed, and you'll see the output like this, hello world. After that, next line hi. So this output you will get after executing the program. Okay, so this is a hello hi program. This is hello hi program. So hello hi.py, it contains two instructions. One is print hello world, second is print hi. So once you press F5, this program get executed. Both the instruction, first, second, get executed, and you will see this output. The output will be like this. This is a second method. Already typed the program and saved it. See, this is a file which contains two instructions, print hello world, print hi. I typed the program, saved it with hello hi.py. Now I am going to execute it by pressing F5. I pressed it. The moment F5 is pressed, all the instructions written in the program get executed one by one, and we get the output hello world, after that hi. Now, third approach. Third approach is using Python tutor. So these are the URL for these programs. For each programs I have created URLs. So these URLs I am going to share in the description box or in the chat box. You can use those links to see the visual execution of the program. You can use mobile phones also to execute these instructions and see the result. Okay, so you can see the visual execution on your mobile phones also. Now, by using Python tutor, how to execute this instruction. So I'll open that link. So here is a program. Here is a program which contains two instructions. First is a hello world, second is a print hi. Now the pointer is pointing to first instruction. When you click on next button, it get executed. Its output is displayed over here, hello world. Now it is pointing to second instruction, that is print hi. When you click next button, it get executed. Its output is shown over here. So this is the output of this particular program. This is a visual execution. So I hope it is clear to you. So we have discussed how to execute this program by using three options: by using interactive cell option, by using program option, by using Python tutor option. Now let's move to the third problem statement, that is get information from the user, get student information, and after that display it on the screen. So this problem statement is related to input and output. So take the input from the user, take input from the keyboard, store in some variable, and after that display it. Okay, so it performs two tasks. This is input and input plus store and display. Two operation it performs. Okay, so you take input from user from keyboard, and store in some variables, and after that display it. Okay. For this problem statement also we are going to discuss three approaches. So the first approach is on interactive cell. So here on interactive cell you have to execute this instruction, print enter roll number. So when this instruction is executed, it will display enter roll number. Then you have to write instruction for reading the data from keyboard. To read data from the keyboard, you have to use input function. So this is input function, input word and parenthesis. This is the syntax. No semicolon required over here. So this function read input from the keyboard, and each input it read as a string. Even if you enter number, it will read it as a string. If you enter float numbers, it will read as a string. After reading that data from the keyboard, you have to store in one variable. So here is a roll number variable. So here is a slight modification is required over here. So you have to write like this: roll is equal to int, because conversion is required. So as I said, input function read everything as a string. You have to convert it into numbers. So int is used for conversion. This is called as a typecasting. So whatever data input function read, it read as a string. Suppose you enter 2, it will read as a string. That string should be converted into number 2. Okay. Next, print enter name. After executing this instruction, this enter name will be displayed. Then next instruction should be name is equal to input. So this is for reading name from user. So you'll give the input. Then next is third instruction, print enter percentage marks. Then it will display some message. Then next instruction is marks equal to input. Press enter. Then it will ask for the number. Enter that number, and after that you have to display it. So you have stored data in 3 variables. So the first variable is a roll. In that you have stored roll number. Second variable is a name, which is used here, which is used for storing name. And third variable is a marks, which is used for storing marks. So data is stored in these 3 variables. Now you have to display content of those variables. For that purpose, you have to write instructions. So this is an instruction for displaying data which is stored in roll variable. So print roll equal to, here is a comma and roll. So the word which is written in double quote will be displayed as it is, comma, content of the variable roll. Here print instruction, this word as it is, then comma, content of the name variable. Third, print marks equal to marks of the content of the marks variable. So this is how it will display. Now let's see how to execute these instructions through interactive cell. So here is an interactive cell. Print enter roll number, So it will display the message to the user. It will ask for the roll number. Then you have to write instruction for reading the data from the user. Input enter the roll number. Let's say roll number is 10. Roll number is 10. So the 10 is stored in variable. This 10 number is stored in the variable roll. So this input function read this number 10 and it store in variable roll. It is stored. Okay, if you want to check on the interactive cell, you can check it also. Type the name of the variable, that is roll, and you can see what is stored in the roll number. So 10 is stored. It is shown in single quote. It is shown in the single quote, means it is stored as a string. Okay, if you want to store it as a number, then you have to write like this. Roll is equal to, in the slide I have explained, int and input. So after reading the data from the keyboard, it convert it to integer and then it will store. Now if I enter 10, so the input function will, when I enter this 10, input function will read this 10 as a string, as a character, and this int function will convert it into number 10 and it will store in roll variable. Okay, when I press enter, it is stored in roll variable. Now what is stored in roll variable, you can check. Type that name of the variable, press enter. Now if you see, number 10 is stored in the roll number. So what roll variable contains? It contains 10 number. And here what roll number contains? It contains character 10, string 10. Okay. So we have entered roll number. Next, type instruction for name. Enter name. Enter name. Okay. So it will display the message enter name. So to get the name, write instruction. Now here we are not going to use int function because we want to read name as a string. Here let's say Aditya is a name. Okay. Now what is stored in the name, you can check. What is stored? Name is Aditya. So it is already stored in the variable. Next is print enter percentage marks. Enter percentage marks. Enter percentage marks. So marks is equal to, so this is an instruction to read marks from keyboard. Okay, marks is equal to input. So input function will read marks from the keyboard and it will store in marks variable. Okay, let's say marks 7, something like this, 87.76 percentage marks. Now what is stored in marks, you can check similarly. See, this is stored. Now this is the first phase. Take input from keyboard or take input from user and store in variables. So we have done half part. So get data from keyboard, get data from user and store in variable. So we have used 3 variables: roll, name and marks. These are the 3 variables we have used, and in these 3 variables we have stored some data. Now second task is to display it on the screen. For that purpose, print. So instead of just displaying it, we want to display it in systematic way. So we'll use some message, roll number equal to, then comma. Okay. So roll number equal to the roll number, the content of the variable. When you execute this, you will display like this: roll number equal to, and instead of this roll, its content get displayed. Roll is equal to 10. Similarly, you can display name also. Print name equal to, here variable name. Name is displayed. Name equal to Aditya. Third, print marks equal to here the variable marks. You can see marks are displayed. So this is a program for reading the data, storing in the variable and displaying on the screen. And for this we have used first approach, that is interactive approach. We have used first approach, that is interactive approach. Now let's see how to write a same program by using second approach. So here is a program. I'll explain this program. Print enter roll number. This is instruction to get the input, then display message enter name. This instruction will take name from the user and store in name variable. It display third message, that is enter percentage marks. Next instruction, marks is equal to input. It will get the marks from the user and store in marks variable. Okay. Next, print roll number, print name, print marks. So this is a program for problem statement number 2, that is get data from user, store in variable and display it. Okay. So to execute it, again we have to press F5. When you press F5, execution of that file get started. Now here it is, first instruction is executed, enter roll number. Second instruction is also executed, roll is equal to input, and it is waiting for input. So this time I'll enter roll number is equal to, let's say 11, roll number 11. Next, it asks for the name. Let's say I'll enter Ajit this time. Enter name, that is Ajit. Then it asks for enter percentage marks. Let's say 90.99. Okay, enter percentage marks. Okay, so it has got 3 inputs stored in the variable, and after that it has displayed it. Roll number is equal to 11, name is equal to Ajit, marks is equal to 90.99. So this is a second approach for problem statement number 3. I think this is problem statement number 3. Now we'll see how to execute the same program by using Python tutor, that is third approach of executing Python instructions. Third approach of executing Python instruction is by using Python tutor. Now same program we are going to execute by using Python tutor. So here is a program. Same program I have copied over here. Whatever program written over here, the same program I have copied in the Python tutor. So same program is copied over here. Now the pointer is pointing to first instruction. If you see this red red arrow, it is pointing to first instruction, that is print enter roll number. Print enter roll number. So click on next button. So the first instruction is executed, enter roll number. Now second instruction is executing, roll is equal to input. So here is a window where you're supposed to enter the input. So it is asking for some input. Here I'll enter some number. So here I'll enter roll number is equal to 2. Click on submit button. After entering data in this text box, you have to press submit button. Data is stored. Now here you'll see one more section over here, that is called as a variable section. So 3 sections are present over here. So this is a editor section where you can type instructions. Here is a output section where you can see the output, and third section is a variable section. So it shows which variables are created and what is the content. So here roll is a variable and its content is 12. Its content is 12. Now it is pointing to third instruction, that is print enter name. When I click on the next button, that instruction is executed. output is shown over here. Enter name. And now fourth instruction is going to execute. Name is equal to input, so it is asking for some name. Let's say this time I'll enter Sagar name. Click on submit button. So the name Sagar is stored in the name variable. Here you can see is stored in the name variable. Next instruction is print enter percentage marks. When I click on next button, it get executed. Sixth instruction is executing now. Marks is equal to input. So here I'll enter some, let's say 67.55. Click on submit button. So 67.55 is stored in the marks variable. Next instruction is print roll number. When I click on the next button, it is executed. Roll number is equal to 10. Next is print name is equal to name. When I click on the next button, it will get executed. Name is equal to Sagar. Next instruction is marks. Print marks is equal to comma marks. When I click on the next button, it get executed and output is marks is equal to 67.55. All the instructions are executed, and this is a variable section. These are the three variables and their contents, and this is the output window. So when instructions are executed, their outputs are shown in this particular window. So this is visual execution of the Python program. So here you can see which instruction is executed, what is its output, which variable is created, what is its content. Each and everything we can visualize here. Okay, so those who are new to the Python programming, they can use this approach. This is one of the best approach to visualize execution of your program. So how the program is executing, what is its status, that you can visualize. Now we'll move to the next problem statement, our fourth problem statement. So this also already we have discussed through interactive cell, we have discussed. Next is next problem statement is get two numbers from the user. Get two numbers from the user. This is the first task. Second task is perform addition of those two numbers, and third task is display the result. These are the three tasks we want to perform, and for this task, for this problem statement, we want to write a program. Here also we are going to use three approaches, that is writing program by using interactive cell, then writing program by using program, and writing program to by using Python tutor. Let's see the first approach. Here on command prompt, enter this instruction, print enter first number. So when you press enter, then it will display this message, enter first number. Write instruction for getting the input from the user. A is equal to int parenthesis input function. When you press enter, it will ask for some number. When you enter the number, that number will be converted into integer and it will be stored in variable A. So this is how you are reading first number. Similarly, you can read second number. On interactive cell, print enter second number. When you press enter, it will display this message, enter second number. Then write instruction for reading second number. B is equal to int, in parenthesis you have to write input. When you press enter, it will ask for the number. When you enter that number, it will be converted into integer and it will be stored in variable B. After reading data, next task is to perform the addition. Next task is to perform addition. So here is the instruction. So already you have two variables, variable A which contains first number, variable B which contains second number. So you are going to add these two numbers, and the addition of these two numbers you are going to store in another variable that is called as the C. In the third variable you are going to store. So C is equal to A plus B. This is the instruction. When you press enter, it will perform addition. It will store result in variable C. So this is second task, perform addition of two numbers. Third task is to print the result. So print result equal to comma C. So when you press enter, it will display the content of the variable C. Result is equal to 5. So this is how you will get the output. Now let's see how to execute this by using Python interactive cell. So this is a Python interactive cell. Here we are going to write those instructions. Print, enter first number, enter first number. To read first number, write this instruction, int for typecasting, input for reading. So when you, for example, here we'll enter number 3. In 3A, if you want to check, type name of the variable and press enter. You can see number 3 is stored in variable A. Now again print, enter second number, enter second number. So these instructions you have to display for the user. So user will understand what he is supposed to enter. So enter first number, enter second number. So these instructions are required for the user. Next, P is equal to int, and here is a input function for reading it. Let's say second number is 2. User entered second number 2, right? So 2 is stored in B. You can confirm it by typing its name. So 2 is stored in the variable B. So we have written instruction to read first number and store it in A, read second number and store it in B. So first task is over. Second task is perform addition and store in third variable, that is variable number C. So C is equal to A plus B. So when you press enter, addition is performed and the result is stored in variable C. You can check the result also by just typing the name of the variable C. So you can see, but we want to display it systematically. So for that purpose, we want to write one print instruction, result equal to, and here comma and name of the variable which contains the result. So here you can see. So this is approach for executing Python instruction through interactive cell. So on the interactive cell, we have written the instructions to read first number, to read second number, instruction for performing addition, and instruction for displaying the output. Now we'll move to the second approach, that is by executing instructions through program. So what we'll do is we write instructions in a file. So these instructions we are going to write in a file. Print, enter first number, A is equal to int input, then print second number, then B is equal to int input, then C is equal to A plus B, and print result. Okay. So these instructions I have written in a file. So here is a program, and these instructions are saved in addition.py file. Addition.py. You can see the name of the file here, addition.py. It is saved over here. Print, enter first number, then input instruction, print second number, input instruction, addition and display result. So press F5. When I press F5, program execution starts. So here enter first number. Let's say here this time we'll enter 5. Enter second number, let's say 6, and the result is 11. The result is 11. Okay, so this is how the program is executed. Now let's see third approach for this, that is by using Python tutor. The same program copied over here, this one, same program. So first instruction is print enter first number. So when I click on next button, it is executed, enter first number, and second instruction is input function. So it asks for input. So suppose I enter 5, submit. So that 5 is stored in the variable A. You can see in the variable section, 5 number is stored in the variable A. Next instruction is print enter second number. Click on next button, it is displayed, enter second number. Also the window is shown. I'll enter 6 and submit. So 6 is stored in variable B. So 5 is stored in A, 6 is stored in B. Now next instruction for execution is C is equal to A plus B. When I click on next button, it is executed. Addition is performed and the result is stored in variable C. You can see here 5 plus 6, 11, and that 11 is stored in variable C. Next instruction is print result. Okay, so when I click on the next button, that instruction is executed and you can see the result. Result is equal to 11. So this is a third method for executing Python program, that is through visual execution. Visual execution. So in this today's session, we have discussed these things. We discussed about print function. We discussed about how to use print function to display some data on the screen. We discussed how to use input function to read data from the keyboard from the user. Also we discussed programs for 4 problem statements. We discussed programs for 4 problem statements. One is program to display hello world on the screen. Second is to display 2 messages, hello world and hi, on the screen. Third is how to get student information, store in variable and display it. Fourth is get 2 numbers, perform addition and display the result. So these 4 examples we have discussed, and for all these 4 examples we have discussed 3 ways of writing Python programs. First, through interactive cell, Python interactive cell. Second is through program. Third is by using Python tutor. So these 3 approaches we have discussed in today's session. So in next session we are going to discuss control statements. So this is a series of live sessions where we are going to discuss basic Python programming. Also we are going to discuss examples. So for a given problem statement, how to write a program, what are the steps we need to follow. So systematically each aspect of programming we are going to discuss. So how to write the steps, how to convert those steps into Python instructions. All these things we are going to discuss in detail. So for more information, you can visit our website www.a2lytics.com. Also, you can subscribe our YouTube channel. So A2Lytics. So you can search in the YouTube A2Lytics. You will get our channel. So to get notification of such live sessions, some video lectures, do subscribe this channel so that you will get the notification. Also, we have one Telegram group called as A2Lytics Private Limited. So you can join that Telegram group to give the notification about different events. So live sessions, online courses. One more thing I want to add over here. So we have a mobile app. We have mobile app A2Lytics. So you can search in Google Play Store. You can search in the Google Play Store. This keyword you can use. With this keyword, if you search, you will get that app. You can download it, and by using your mobile number, you can register it through OTP. You can register it, and once you register it, you will find different programming related courses. So Python programming course, then NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, parallel computing. So different related to different programming courses are available. So you can purchase those courses and you can attend. One more thing, also we are providing online. First thing is online courses we are providing. Second thing is we are providing internships also. Okay, so internship in parallel computing, internship in data science, and internship in deep learning. Those who are interested in internships, they can join these programs, internship programs. And those who are interested in learning online courses, they can join online courses also. So for more information, I'll share my mobile number also. You can contact on those mobile numbers. So this is my mobile number. You can call me on this number, and related to online courses, related to internship, you can sorry, here is a correction. Here it is 2. Yes. So we'll end today's session here. You can join next session next Sunday at same time, that is 11 AM. You can join. You can subscribe this channel. Also you can inform your